Hello guys, I am the Mitch, and welcome back to Minecraft Survival for Beginners. This is episode 8. Episode 8. And well, we're back here. I managed to end off the video last time. I managed to do that right in time, right perfectly right before it clicked. So I mean, I'm happy about that, but I would like for it to have a much better closing than that. But I mean, at least it was a closing, nevertheless. So we're back here. We're back, and welcome back. Hopefully you've been enjoying the series so far. Oh look, it's a donkey. Isn't it a donkey or a mule? It's hard to tell those apart. Mount. There's no way to really see. It doesn't say what they are. Look at me, I'm sitting down. Oh wait, did it work? I didn't see the hearts. A big donkey face. But I mean, that's cool. I mean, I think I tamed him. I'm not sure. I mean, I'm not doing taming right now. He's free to do his own thing. I'm not gonna. But that's way too. We don't have to worry about learning about animals right now, about taming and all that extra stuff. But I mean, oh, I noticed that llama was over there. Yeah, the llama. Oh, speaking of which, remember so in the last episode, I spent most of the time trying to save those llamas, and so hopefully, I apologize for that. I mean, we were supposed to be learning about how to do the crops and stuff, and I was just over there with the llamas trying to save the llamas, and I think that's used up a lot of the time that we had. So I apologize about that. But I mean, I feel better that I saved the llamas. I mean, okay, there's the other one as well. There was something that I wanted to say about llamas, though. So how it works is those particular llamas are the wandering traders llamas, and so which means you won't be able to like breed those particular llamas. Like, remember I mentioned breeding before. You can breed animals in Minecraft, but if you try to take those animals and try to build a farm for animals and try to breed those, it won't work. It doesn't work. At least in my experience, it doesn't. Maybe there could have been some kind of update since then. I could be wrong, but I have tried it before and it did not work. So I mean, I'm just speaking on my personal experience. But yeah, as far as I know, you can't breed them because they are the wandering traders llamas, and so it won't work. It just hasn't worked. In order to breed llamas, you're gonna need to find wild llamas. You're gonna have to find some naturally spawning llamas that does not belong to the wandering trader, which means they will not have the, what do you even call those? The little saddle, not even a saddle. I forget what you call those. It looks like a carpet, but it's not a carpet. I know it's not a carpet, but it's like you have the little decorations on them. The natural ones obviously won't have any of that on them. There's the white llamas. We also have the brown llamas, and I think we have black llamas as well. And you find those mostly in like obviously the grassy fields biome, but I mean it's more like around the hilly sort of. So maybe maybe in that area it's like more, you have a better chance of finding them spawning. Wherever you see the hills like that over there, the bigger hills, you have a better chance of finding them there. And once you get there, though, in order to bring animals with you, they're not just gonna just come along with you, unless there's only two ways to get an animal to come with you. One way is to have a piece of food, a food item that animal loves to eat. And so, for pigs, for example, it's carrots. If you have a carrot in your hand and you highlight the carrot in your hand, just like this here, just like you see the chicken in my hand, just pretend that the chicken is a carrot, and I walk near a pig. That pig will immediately turn straight to me. He will start staring at me, and he'll just continue following me to the ends of the earth, because I have his favorite food. And that's a good way to have animals to follow you. You just need the food that they love, and they'll automatically follow you. Same with the cows, but for cows it's hay. You have hay in your hand, and they'll all come at you for that hay. And I forget llama's favorite food. But I have to look into that. I don't know everything there is to know, just like I said before. But I'll get on that. But when you have their favorite foods, nevertheless, they follow you. That's one way. The other way, however, if you don't have food or their favorite food, you're gonna need a lead, and that's exactly what you saw me. Remember when I was in the last episode when you saw me go up there to get that floating thing? This is the floating thing, and it's called a lead. Basically, it's like a leash, and that's how you use that leash. Let me show you really quick. I'm running out of time again. I wanted to go back over there, and because that wandering trader, he's just still over there. I feel kind of bad, even though I shouldn't feel bad. I mean, obviously it's not real, just a video game. But I mean, I still feel bad, bro. But nevertheless, here's how you work the leads. If you have a lead, which most likely you won't, unless you find the wandering traders. But I mean, it'll be connected to them unless you take it off of them. That would be really rude. But if somehow you have a lead, you equip the lead first, obviously. Then you go up to an animal, and then you'll see the option right here at the corner of the screen. You'll see it says leash. So you press that button. I don't want to leash your butt, please. Thank you. All right, here we go. There we go. So now it's connected to him, and then he follows you. There you go. To take it back off, just you saw it says unleash. Oops. It said unleash. It'll say unleash. I gotta go. But it'll say unleash instead of leash, and then you just press that again, and then it'll take it off. So yeah, that's how you do that. Oh no. Come on. The skeleton. He's gonna shoot me. Skeletons have bows, and they can shoot you with their bow and arrow. That's actually what happened a bit ago. It was off camera, but I died, and I don't know how I died. It was by a skeleton. That's that's another thing I want to mention. When you have your home, it's important, especially if you go AFK for any bit of time or whatever. It's very important to not stand in front of the window just like this. It's very important not to do this, because if you just stay just like this in front of your windows when you go AFK, then most likely if a skeleton is nearby and it's still nighttime and you don't have a bed, then most likely there's a chance that a skeleton could come by, and he could walk. Assuming it depends on that. That's exactly, as a matter of fact. Wait. No. Let me just go ahead and sleep. I'm gonna show you what I mean in just a moment here. Right. So wait. I'm hungry again. You get hungry a lot in this game. That's why it's always good to pack up on a lot of food. But I mean, just a moment, we're gonna get back to those crops, just like I said, just like I promised. Right. But as I was saying here, that's why why do you think you saw me like upgrade the house and made it further wide out? Not really house, but the base, and made it like further out like this, and make it so it's basically one wall. that way it's so that it wouldn't be any of these, like these stairs, I suppose you can call it. They work as like a stairs, but that's just because in Minecraft everything is cubical. There will be no diagonal lines in Minecraft, so obviously it wouldn't be like a hill like in real life. But anything that's kind of like a hill in Minecraft is basically it's like stairs, because everything is square, obviously. But I mean, uh, the point was for it to not be. If I can put it there, there we go. The point was that so it can so that to keep monsters from being able to just simply walk over here, and let's say that there's a window right here or whatever, like a skeleton could just easily just walk up exactly where I am now. Pretend that I'm the skeleton that I was running away from. Just pretend that I'm a skeleton right now. I would just easily be able to just walk up to your window and just shoot you with my bow, from the window that you have. Especially if you're right here looking at me, I could just shoot you in the face with my arrow. That's pretty gruesome, but I mean, pretty much what happened, So that's why I fixed that issue as well, and I was careful at that point on to not stand in front of the window, especially when I'm AFK. So when you're AFK, it's good to just be in a corner like this. But if you have windows and this like in front of you, it's good to just be like this. But I mean, that's the best part of why it's good to not have windows all surrounding you. Because I mean, if they're close enough, they could still have a chance of shooting at you. But it's usually on the other side of the wall like this. So if you're on this side of your base, then maybe they wouldn't shoot you from that end. But I mean, there's no guarantee. So it's good to get somewhere that they can't get to a certain angle that they can't get you. Like this, for example. But yeah, that's enough about that. I don't want to carry my lead on me. I don't need to lure any animals here. I'm not at the point right now that I'm making a farm or anything. I'm just at the point where I'm just trying to make my crops, man. I just need to make my crops. The sun is already at the top of the sky, or just about. So the day is burning away. So let's get right on into this, shall we? So, right. So last time we had the water. Yeah, I was telling you guys all about the water. Right. And the infinite water source. Right. So, piggybacking on that last point that I was making about the water sources, the infinite water sources, it would be good to. So we have the water source. That's the main thing that we need. If you need water, and like again, like I said, if you're not nearby a lake, and if it's like far, like out of the way, and you need like water or whatever, like you need to make your own infinite water source. So I recommend you do this. This is pretty essential right here, because you're gonna need water for some things, But right, so we have the water that we needed. We have, assuming that you've done what I've done here, that's the 4 blocks, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4-block hole in the ground, filled it with water. What's the next step? So the next step is to go back to your banks. Most likely you've left it. If I left mine in the chest, but assuming that you don't have it on you, you're gonna need a specific tool. And that particular tool is the wooden hoe. Remember some episodes ago, quite a few, maybe several episodes ago or so, where I was like, oh, you're going to need this tool at some point, but we don't have to worry about it right now. I said something like that, didn't I? And I said, just put this up. You don't need it right now. Well, this is the moment that you need it. So get your wooden. Oh, whoa, hello there. We got company. I'm not accepting visitors at the moment. Thank you. Hello, Mr. Sheep. I don't have the sheep's favorite food. What is even the sheep's favorite food? I don't even remember. But anywho, So I use the bucket. I don't need the bucket at the moment. Let me just switch this right here, put it right here. So you want to equip the wooden hoe in your hot bar here. Remember, like I told you, the hot bar is the bar at the very bottom down here. The ones at the top is the inventory, and that one single bar at the bottom is the hot bar. That's the one that you need in order to put the items in to equip it in your hand. So if you equipped it in your hot bar, it can be in your hand once you highlight over that item, just like so. So once you have your wooden hoe, you're gonna need to. Oh, I'm in the wrong spot. So once you have your wooden hoe, you're gonna need to start. You can see right there. Look at the right-hand side of the screen. You'll see it says teal and it says mine. You're gonna want to press the teal button, whatever button it is. It says for you. On PlayStation, that would be L2. On Xbox, I believe that would be, wouldn't that be LT, right? L trigger, left trigger, yeah. So, yeah, so LT, L2, whatever it is that you're playing it on, press the teal button, and you'll see that the ground changes. You want to do that for all of these sides, all around it. Just like so, just like this here. And we have our farmland. But we're not stopping here. I'm going to show you the best way to... Oh, hello, Mr. Sheep. I'm going to show you the best way to utilize this. What a lot of people don't realize that the... Well, hello there, Mr. Piggy. So I'm getting sidetracked here. So a lot of people don't realize that the farmland actually goes out by a few blocks. It actually goes out by at least several blocks. That's 4 blocks it goes out before any beyond that it will dry out. Remember on which episode was it? Episode 2, episode 3? I can't remember, but it was one of those where I originally showed you I was trying to make the farmland, but I was basically saying how it's not the best way to do that without water. It's not going to really work out without water because the land itself is going to just dry up and it'll turn into normal dirt. Yeah, basically, that will happen after the 4th block. It will start drying out because you need water in order to keep the land moist. You see right there, you saw that the land this part right here is darker now because it's moist. This water is because of the water. That's why it's very important to... Okay, Mr. Sheep, you're just walking right over my stuff here. You're gonna have to get going. You have to get out. I'm gonna need to make a fence. I have no choice. I'm gonna need to make a fence. That is a quite important thing. You do not want animals to ruin your crops. Thank you. But it gets darker because of the water. That's the most important thing. That's why we had to wait before I show you the crops and how to do that. You're gonna need water for it. If you don't have water, then it's just gonna dry up and it's gonna turn back into normal dirt. Basically like that. It's gonna turn into that right there. That's the normal dirt block. The green is the grass, and the brown is the dirt. But yeah, it'll just basically turn into that. But when you have water, though, as you can see, it's getting darker. And all of these will eventually turn dark. That means they're nice and moist now. And that's exactly what you want to see. So water has to be connecting to it. But the thing is, it doesn't have to be physically next to the water itself. It goes out to 4 blocks. So which means you can make this go all the way out. I can put 3 more here. Watch. 2, 3, 4. So it will go all the way out even to this 4th block here. And all of these will eventually be dark. The dark farmland, the dark, what is the proper term for the crop? I keep saying farmland, but I forget the name of it. But I'm just gonna say farmland until I can find the correct term. But oh, that's a beautiful, beautiful example. Bing, bada, boom. The very furthest one already turned dark. And it's at random. It'll just do it at random. So you just kind of have to wait, you know. But you want to take it, bring them all the way out. Remember, it goes out for 4 blocks on each direction. But I mean, we don't need to have these extra all the way out this far. Make sure to keep this nice. You could just simply jump on it as well. If I didn't mention it before. Wait a minute. Okay, I'm getting some massive deja vu. I swear I just had the biggest form of just deja vu right now. I feel like I've done this before. And I've never done this before. I've never done a video on this like this. That's weird, man. That's weird. You guys ever... Okay, let's go this way. I get that sometimes. You guys ever have that weird deja vu? Where it's just... It's like a huge wave of just deja vu where you just know that you've done this before. Like you just... I don't know. It's the weirdest thing. I swear I've done this before. I remember... I don't know. Anywho, I'm going crazy here. But anywho... Right, so what was I saying? We don't need to go that far into... We don't need to... I'm glad there's no... the cats walking by. The black cats, because if a black cat goes by, then that means that it means it's a sign of deja vu, like you've done it before. That's a reference to a movie. I'm not going to say which movie, though. But anywho... So you don't need to have it all the way out just yet. I mean, that's eventually as your crops grow, as you have more crops, and so on and so forth. That's when it's the best to expand on your crops, your cropland here. But right now, we can just maybe put it out to 2 blocks. Oops, wrong button. We're gonna need to put it out at least to 2 blocks for just now, for just a moment. Oh my God, Mr. Sheep, can you stop walking on my farmland? Get out of here. Okay, so man yourself. I don't care. So you want to bring it out to 2 on each side. There we are. 1 more for these ones as well. Oh, right here, and 1 more on this side as well. Right here, like so. Perfect. So, as you can see, the wooden hoe is now like almost completely. It's in. You see the little bar underneath the wooden hoe here. It's red, which means that's the little health bar for the tool that you have. So, if I didn't explain it before, as you can see, it's in a perfect kind of order here. As you can see, the sword is the highest. The little bar at the bottom is the highest, and it's in the green. And this one is, and this one, the pickaxe, is like less green. You can see this kind of more faded, like a slightly off color of green. And then this one is kind of like orange, and this one even lesser orange, and this one is like straight up red. So that's basically the health bar for your tools and weapons. And that basically is an indicator of how long your weapon has until it's about to be destroyed. Obviously, because weapons doesn't last forever in Minecraft. Once you have your tools, a weapon, and the more you use it, the more that little bar at the bottom goes down. And the more it goes down, it goes from a bright green all the way down to a red eventually when it's all the way about to be destroyed. So that's a good indicator of when, so you'll know when you'll need to replace it or when it's about to break soon, to get you. That way you can have, you can form a plan of getting it replaced or whatever by the time it's destroyed. So, but anywho, it's good to have this upgraded. We're gonna need. I have the cobblestone, so I can upgrade this hole here. I was about to say till again. I have the habit of saying till because I used to always call it till instead of hoe. I always wanted to just say till because I didn't want to say the word hoe for obvious reasons. But Anywho, we're moving on from that. I want to replace the axe here, at least one, because after this, the wooden one, it's going to be no more from that. Um, and at least one uh, pickaxe. I don't want to use that iron pickaxe too much. The more you use it, obviously, it's going to eventually go down. But it does last longer, like I was saying. It is upgraded from the stone sword. So it is better than the stone sword. It lasts a lot longer than the stone sword. But eventually it still break. And I don't want that. There's ways to repair your weapons, your tools and stuff to prevent it from breaking completely. But we can look into that later. But for now, I just want to get another pickaxe so I can have a backup pickaxe because that's one of the most important. I need to make more sticks because I don't have enough sticks. That's why I couldn't make it before. So that's good. That's good enough. One, there we go, perfect. That's all I needed to make. Yeah, that's good enough. I'm gonna need to make more food soon. Right now, just eat this apple. But I'm about to make the food. As a matter of fact, you want to get your seeds out. How we're gonna grow anything without anything to grow, obviously. So you're gonna take your seeds, whatever seeds that you have, go ahead and take those. And hopefully soon, we're gonna venture out. Don't worry, we're gonna. If you're wondering, when are we gonna go for an adventure? We've been here for the whole time. Yeah, well, I'm definitely having that in mind. We're not just gonna stay here and just, I just wanted to have somewhere to take refuge in, so I can have somewhere to be, if I had nowhere else. And that's and this bed here is gonna work as my backup bed, and I want to keep that bed there just in case worst goes to worst. And I die, and then I'll at least show up back here rather than even further wherever I originally spawned at. So I want to. Well, I'm definitely. So don't worry, we're gonna definitely venture out very soon. I'm not sure what episode that's gonna be in, but when I'm ready, we're definitely gonna go for an adventure, and I want to show you guys the village. I'm pretty excited for that. Show you guys the village. I see you guys kind of, some of you guys are actually interested in my in this little Minecraft series, and I got a few comments on it on previous episodes. So I'm really happy to see that, and I would love for you guys to comment more. I just love seeing comments on my videos. So the more that you do that, the happier I am. Obviously, just as long as you keep it nice and respectful. Obviously, no toxicity. But other than that, you're all good, free to do whatever you want, man. It's all good. And yeah, but back on the topic here. So we have our land here, and it goes, and like I said, it goes all the way out to 4 blocks. But after that, it'll start drying up. But so what do I do if I want more farmland, if I want to grow more crops than just those 4? If I'm at a point eventually where I have a lot of crops, but I'm at the limit to where the land can go before I start drying up, what do I do? Well, at that point, you're going to need more water. So obviously, that's why this infinite source is so important. So, because, look at this. So eventually, oh, the rain. Right. That's another thing. I'm so glad it just rained because I completely forgot about that. About that. When it rains, it actually helps your crops, and that's a good thing to note. Because a lot of people, I suppose there's probably no way you knew that. But yeah, when it rains, it actually helps out your crops, helps your crops grow just a bit faster. And it just helps your crops grow, man. It's just like watering your crops. So it's a really nice little detail there. I think it also makes the cropland there actually uh, moist even faster. It helps it. I forget, fertilize. Is that the word? I'm not saying the right word. I know I'm not, but I mean, it helps it. It helps it get darker faster, basically, and that means that that's because of the water. So yes, when it rains, it actually helps your crops. Just know that. If it's raining, then that actually has some use for your crops that's growing. Which is really cool. But what I was going to say though, what is in the future, most likely when you're full on crops and it goes out to all 4 blocks, what do you do if you want more than that? Uh, so you don't need to make a whole separate one of these. Uh, that's where the good part of this comes in. All you need to do is, okay, so assuming it goes out all the way to wherever the last of it is. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the 4th one. So obviously, like I said, that's all 4 right here. The 5th one will be the one that eventually will dry up, and this is the 5th one right here. So what you want to do, if you're at the point where, I don't think I need to be teaching this yet, but I mean, you could be in the, there could be some people in this situation that kind of would want that right now. So I'm just going over it really quick. I'm just going to tell you what you have to do in that situation. And basically, since starting from the 5th block, you're going to want to you're going to want to count this and kind of mirror this side right here. So pretty much you want to count another 4 blocks. So first was starting from the first one, so that would be another 3 blocks. So from starting from the 5th block, which right here, you want to go 2, 3, 4, and then that 4th block, you're going to want to put more of it up here, like that, and then assuming that you have more room. Obviously, I don't have very much room here, but basically what I'm saying is that you're going to want to put the water on this side, just like that, and you want to make it look exactly like it is over here, basically. But I don't think I can do a very good demonstration of that. It's nighttime. Gotta sleep. But basically, like I was saying, how it, like, since it's only 4 blocks, you can basically make another one of these little water holes right here, and make it on this side. That way, it'll be an additional 4 blocks. So 4 blocks on this side, 4 blocks on this side, with another water hole. If this wasn't in a way, I would be able to show you better. But basically, it will be the same thing, and it will just repeat. You can repeat it, and so which means all of this will be all cropland, just like right here, and it won't dry up because of the water that you have. You know, the water that you have, just like that. So that's the best way to utilize that cropland. Since it goes out by 4 blocks, you can just make another one connecting those 4 blocks, and it'll go out to a total of 8 blocks in between each water hole, which works out. That's a spider. That is a monster. The mob, hostile mob. The spider, just like I told you, they are 2 blocks, 2 by 2. If you're wondering right now, oh my God, why is he not killing you? Well, particularly the spiders, they are kind of neutral during the day. At night, they're murder bots. They're murder machines. They're murder. They just got murder on their mind at night. So yeah, if it's nighttime, you're gonna want to always run away from the spider. But during the day, you're good. because they won't try to kill you during the day. So you don't have to worry about them during the day. The quickest way to get rid of the farmland or the cropland is just to jump on it. Just like this. Which means also is very important that you're very careful not to jump. You can never jump when you're standing on top of this. When you're standing on top of your crops. Because if you jump while you're standing on it, it'll destroy the cropland, and it'll actually destroy your crops that are growing. And you can't undo it. So which means once you start placing your seeds, you can't just take it back. With certain things you can, certain things that you're growing. But for the seeds, for the wheat seeds though, I don't think you can do that. And that's one of the ones you can't do that with. And remember, these are the wheat seeds. It's the seeds that just says seeds. Those are the ones that you get from the tall grass. Like that over there. Perfect. Perfect. See? Just like that. I got another one. Did I drop another one? It's random. It's completely at random. But just keep breaking the tall grass, and eventually you'll find more seeds. So that's if you're looking for more wheats. Another good way, you don't have to do it that way. Another good way to get wheat seeds is just simply to grow the wheat itself. Because when it fully grows and you pick it from the ground, it'll drop more seeds, I think, right? So you'll get more seeds that way. So let's put some of these seeds down, shall we? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's good, right? 5. And I do have 1 beetroot seed, so I mean I might as well. I could put it on this side. The wheat on that side, beetroot on this side. Oh no! Uh-oh. I made an oopsie. I made an oopsie poopsie. Okay, so I can't do anything about... okay, I have a way to fix this. So right now, my way to fix this is to... Oh. What was that? I just heard, I hear you. Oh. Okay, so I don't know, just a random zombie came out of nowhere and just died from Mr. Sun. Thank you, Mr. Shiny Sun. So, there. So, let me explain. The beetroot, when the beetroot grows, wait a minute. Okay, never mind. Beetroots is not the same thing. Okay, so I was thinking of melons. It's been a minute since I've done this, man. It's been a minute. So we're all good. We're all good. Never mind. I was afraid for a moment. I thought I messed up. That's because with things like melons and pumpkins, you're gonna always want to plant those on the outside, on the very farthest block of your crops, of your cropland. So which means if I had pumpkin seeds right now or melon seeds, I'm gonna need to put it in these blocks right here. I'm gonna need to put it on these outer blocks right here. And that's because when they grow, it's gonna grow from the stem. The stem is gonna grow in this particular spot. But when the stem grows higher and higher, eventually the pumpkin is going to grow as well. And once that happens, it's likely going to be on the outside of that block that the stem root is. So wherever that the stem root is growing from, the pumpkin itself is going to be on the block next to it. And so if you're doing that, and if you put the pumpkins on this side, it's going to destroy your cropland right here. Because when the pumpkin grows, it's going to be next to the stem, obviously. So which means the stem is going to be on this side, the pumpkin is going to be on that side, and it's going to destroy your crops. And you're going to have to. That's going to be messy. You're not going to want that. It's because you're going to have to keep doing your crops every time. So the best way to do that is always to have the pumpkins and the melons on the outside of your crops. And that's all. That's all that's why I got like panicky for a moment. I forgot that beetroots is obviously not. So it's good. It's okay with beetroots. It's okay because it's all right. But that only goes for the things that grows a physical block, and that's because the pumpkins and the melons, those are physical blocks. So it'll basically be like this right here, except it'll be orange and look like a pumpkin, basically. And the root itself will be coming from it, and if that makes sense. But you'll see eventually. But yeah, basically. But with these ones, you're good. Beetroot seeds, the wheat seeds, you're good. So, well, yeah, like I said, the wheat seeds on this side, beetroots on that side, and if you're wondering, well, how can I know the difference? Well, you're going to know the difference when it grows, because once it gets higher and it grows more, the higher it goes, it's when it gets to its final stages of growth, you'll notice it then, because it'll have clear differences based on whatever the plant is that you're growing, the veggie, whatever you're growing. And that also goes with carrots as well. So, which means when this beetroot grows higher and it's like it's ready, it'll be red. You'll see like some red, some parts of it will be red at the bottom, and that's part of the beet itself, the beets. So I mean, and on this side, when these grow, it'll look like wheat. It'll look like wheat. But I can go over later of when to tell exactly when they'll be ready. Well, we'll just have to wait till it gets to that point. So once you plant your seeds, you're good. You're good. Just leave it like that and let it grow on its own. Let Mother Nature take deal with the rest, and you're good. Just let it grow, and yeah, that's basically how you grow vegetables. But yeah, we're gonna come back once those are ready. I'll show you when exactly it is when it's ready. That way you'll know not to take it too early, because with some of these that you grow, if you take it too soon, then you'll be destroying it too soon, and you won't be able to. It won't drop anything, basically. So which means, oh look, that one right now is already growing pretty good. You can already see a difference, can't you? Look at it. So from like basing on that one and that one is a lot more different. You can start seeing the color in it start to change. You can see it start to turn a bit yellow. But once it gets to its complete form, it's going to be the whole thing. It's going to be entirely like a yellowish brownish color. And I'll be able to show you. So there's different stages of the growth. And there's like the first stage when you first plant it. And this is like, I think this right here is the second stage. This one right here is the third stage. This one over here is the fourth stage. And this one is like the fifth or sixth or something stage. But it's not usually in order, obviously, like that. It's going to grow at random states. It's going to grow randomly. So it's all completely random. So there's not going to be any order or whatever. And like I said, it takes for however long it takes. You'll be able to know once it's complete, though. It takes a bit, but it's completely random. And like I said, with the rain, it will help the crops grow faster. It'll help that. But there is something in the game that can help make your plants, your crops grow instantly, like in a snap of a finger. Boom. Just like that. And that thing is called bone meal. And if you have some bone meal, you'll be able to use it on your crops, and it'll grow it instantly, especially the more you use it. And now we have a new thing here for crops, and it's called, what is it called again? I forget what it's called. It's a thing that you put on your cropland, and it's like a empty. It's kind of like a wooden basket, and you put your crops inside of it. You can put your fully grown crops, which means you can put your picked cotton. You can put your picked wheat inside of it. You can put your carrots inside of it. You can put the seeds inside of it, the seeds itself, and it'll just basically just like build this sort of. You can see like it's like this mushy material that's inside of it, and the higher it grows, it fills it up. It will give you. I think it gives you bone meal actually, doesn't it? When it fills all the way to the top. Yes, it does actually. Hey, I forget about that. Yeah, where is that thing? Because I know you guys know I have no idea what I'm trying to say. Oh, that shield. That's something that I've been wanting. I need to make that shield, as a matter of fact, from those phantoms. From those phantoms in that other episode, those phantoms just completely emasculated me. Completely just bombarded. That's not the word. Completely flabbergasted. That's not the word either. But those phantoms, they killed me. And it was annoying. So I'm going to want to make that shield. That way I can protect myself. This right here. Composter. You're going to want to make this, especially if you're going to be using the crops a lot. You're going to be growing crops and everything a lot. Then you're definitely going to want to make one of these. And I can show you what I mean. But I mean, it's going to be some time before we start getting a lot of crops and all of that sort of stuff. But I mean, it wouldn't hurt to make one, at least one of it right now. But this is a good way to make bone meal, though. I remember once it fills up, when you put enough of your crops inside of it, you can just put it inside of it by clicking I think left click. It will fill up eventually, and it'll drop bone meal. So in order to make this, you need 7 wood slabs. Yes, half slabs. I used to always call them half slabs. But in order to make half slabs, oh wait, let me go to. That's why you haven't noticed it on this part right here. It's because I don't have the ingredient in order to make it, which is half slabs, which is right here. You make half slabs from the normal wooden planks. So assuming that you have enough wooden planks, you'll be able to see this option right here, which is the oak wood slab, or based on whatever wood that you have. So go to your wood slab, whatever it is, whatever wood you have, and click on that, and you will now have some slabs in your inventory. At least 2 times should be enough. And now you should see the composter right here. So now the composter is available. We're crafting, man. We're crafting. So click that composter at least 1 time. And so in order to, how much was it to make I think it was 7. Right, it was 7. Yeah, it's and I have 6. I have 5, I mean. So right. So we made a composter. We're gonna store that there for next time. For whenever we get to the point where we need that. Oh, right. Our crops. So as you can see, the crops is a lot more grown now. The wheats. This is the wheat side. Now you can see what I mean. Oh, and perfect. The beetroots. And see what I mean? That red, like I said before, you can see the red. You can see a little red. I don't even know what to call that. But it looks red at the bottom of the green parts of it. There's red at the very bottom. So that's how you can tell the difference. You'll be able to see that as beetroot, especially when it gets like at its final state. It'll be even more. It'll be even more red. But right now they're not ready. They're not finished at the final stage. And I'll show you what I mean once it's fully grown. I'll be able to show you that it's ready. So right now, if it looks like that, you do not want to pick it yet. And as far as the beetroots are concerned, I don't think that it's at its final state. I don't think. I could be wrong. Oh, wait. You saw that? That just growed. And see, it looks a bit different. You can see the... Yeah, it's really fun, you see? It's really fun growing the crops and seeing them grow slowly at the different stages. Really neat, you know? But I don't think the beetroot is ready, but I could be wrong. But I think beetroot is one of the things that you can pull from the thing early, and it will like drop the seed, or it'll drop whatever. It'll drop something. I think the seed, but I could be wrong because I know some of them actually does that. But the ones that does drop it, where you pull it early before it's fully grown, it will not drop enough. So, which means, if it drops something, if you picked it, if you destroyed it, and it drops something like the seeds, or if it drops or whatever, it's supposed to be more than that. If it's in its final state, it's supposed to be more than that. Which means it's normally it's meant to drop more of it. Wait a minute. Oh, wait. I think this is ready. Oh, yeah. As you can see the difference. It's been a minute. As a matter of fact, it's like, I remember the texture used to be slightly different, and like the complete when the wheat used to be done, it used to be a much darker color, and so that's what I was remembering. So that's what I was thinking of. So I think right now, I think that this is the final stage of the wheat. But if I'm correct, if when I break this, it will drop a wheat item. It'll drop the item that you can pick up in your hand, and it'll be wheat. And it'll say wheat. But if I'm wrong, then it won't drop anything, and I failed, basically. So I want to go ahead and find. We have multiple here, so I want to go ahead and do that now. Let's pick it in 3, 2, 1. In order to pick it, this all you gotta do is press the mine button, the same button it is to dig down. Yeah, the same button. But you don't want to have any tools. It's better just to have it with your bare hands or empty slot or whatever, and just press the mine button. Boom. Hey, there it is. See? So yes. It's like just like I thought. All right, they'll walk over that, and that'll pick that up. So now we have wheat. This is wheat. See? Wheat. So it's just like I thought. It's just like I thought. With the crops has changed the texture for it. I remember in the older Minecraft, the wheat used to look a little different than that when it was complete, and I was remembering that. But since then, it's been changed, so it's a much lighter color. But it was basically that color that you just saw it, just when it was still there. But so when it looks like that, that's when it is complete. So which means this right here is not ready yet. It's still too like greenish. When it turns completely this color of the wheat, then that's when it's ready. And as far as this beetroot, it's not doing anything anymore. I think this is ready as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick this. Yes, it drops the seeds. Wait, no. I was wrong. So yeah, so it was just like I was trying to explain earlier. With the beetroot, is one of the things that you can pick early, and it will drop the seeds. But if it's too early, then it won't drop the actual beetroot. So it's just like I thought. So which means just gonna plant that back there, and I'm gonna wait until it gets. You saw when it was a little bit red at the bottom of it. I figured that there was at least one more stage after that, and that's the stage of when it's done, not when I picked it. So that was my bad. So let's let that grow, and eventually, when it's grown fully, and I'm gonna wait extra long this time before I pick it again. It will drop the actual beetroot item, just like this wheat here, and you'll be able to pick it up. And once it does that, you can actually plant more of those seeds, because it'll drop at least more than one seed. I think it should drop more than one seed, and that's how you replant more. So you don't have to go out in the world looking for more. It'll just drop the seeds. Once they're fully grown, they'll drop seeds of itself. So that way you can just grow more of it, using those seeds. And that's how you regrow, you know? So we're growing, man. We're growing crops here, man. So once you have the wheat, you'll have the option to make bread. So that, because that's how you make bread, is made from wheat. But obviously, there it is right here. But obviously, as you can see, we need 3. So in order to make bread, you need 3 pieces of wheat each. So that's how to make a full loaf of bread. And bread is a good food that you can eat, and you don't have, and that's a good way to survive without having to kill animals or whatnot. You can just keep growing wheat to make bread and that sort of thing, and so that you can just survive on bread if you want to do that. Or you can grow more beetroot or carrots or what have you, or whatever. All right, let's sleep. Just got about 5 minutes remaining, so I spent most of the time showing how to grow the crops. But I mean, eventually I would love to show you guys how to do that, what I was trying to demonstrate. Like how to connect multiple croplands to each other. But I mean, hopefully you kind of sort of understood what I was trying to show you what I meant. But I mean, but yeah, I want to eventually bring the I want to grow more of it, but I want to, maybe I can have it maybe here. I like to have it in the middle, so it can be 2 composters. Maybe I'm having that 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, or maybe I can have it on the outside block. That way I don't have to get in the way. I don't know. Or maybe no, I can have it on. Okay, wait. I made a decision. I'm gonna have it right there. Have it in the middle, and then I'll go around. That's how I did it in the other world, and one of my other survival worlds. That's how I'll do it here. So I'm gonna go and put my first composter. Wait, it's in the chest, not in the, obviously not carpet table. So I'm gonna put my first composter right here. Where? Right here. Boom, just like that here. I don't have the extra stuff to put in it right now, but I mean, I really want to show you though. Maybe I can find an extra seed. We got about 3 minutes. Oh, the wheat. This wheat is ready. Let's pick that. See, you see the seeds right there? It drops the seed. So that's how you get more seeds and plant more of it. That's what I meant. So when it's ready, it'll drop more seeds, and so eventually they all will drop more seeds and whatnot. But instead of putting this right now, I want to use a seed to show you what I mean. So when you get seeds, or when you get like the fruit, it's not fruit, but the things that's okay. Look, so when you get seeds, or when you get food items, or like crop items, things that you get from growing crops, you can actually put it in the composters, just like this. Boom, and boom. So when you do that, you can see there's some stuff that kind of looks like some weird brownish grass. It's basically that, I forget what you even call this stuff. What do you call this stuff? If any of you guys know the name of that, any of you more experienced guys that knows more about Minecraft, if you guys out there that knows the name of this, then let me know. I don't know the name of everything there is to know. But I forget the name of it. But yeah, that stuff grows. That you can see now. Stuff grows inside of it, and the more you place, the higher it gets, and it gets all the way to the point where it's at the very top. And when it gets to that point, eventually you just keep putting more stuff in it, more seeds, more wheats, more beetroots, whatever, vegetables, whatever, and eventually it gets to the top. And at some point, a bone meal will come out, and you pick up the bone meal, and you'll be able to plant it over whatever that you're growing, and it'll grow it instantly. It should be more than one bone meal. I'm not sure, but nevertheless, we're out of time. I just sacrificed one of my wheats to do that, just to show you guys what I was talking about. But it's alright. It's all good. I'm absolutely out of time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. This has been episode 8 stay tuned for episode 9 coming soon. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys there. See ya.